Hi, welcome to Gary's Hobby Studio, and I'm going to go over a few things and stuff like that. I'm even going to show you something I just did recently. Uh, First off, I want to apologize to everybody my complete weird absence. Basically, I just had a lot of life things going on with me working and trying to do this, plus also some of my hobby type stuff that I do outside of this that I don't show you guys. Um, Pretty much, I was having a hard time with some things. A lot of the problems that I've had are gone, and so I should be able to start recording videos now. This video will probably not follow the succession of things, because I'm gonna post this right away so that way you guys can see it. So I do want to thank my 448 subscribers that have still stuck around, even though I have flaked out for a little bit. Um, you know, I've like I said, I just been having some weird problems. One thing that I'm going to show you in this video, along with that, is that I swapped out my pfSense router since my wife works from home now, as opposed to what she did before. Basically, now she wanted the pfSense router that I have built um, to have dual power supplies. So this way, if one power supply fries, the thing will still run. The Lenovo RS140 only has a single power supply. So in essence, if for some ungodly reason that power supply would have fried itself, basically she would have been dead in the water because there was no backup whatsoever. So unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, we switched, or should I say, I switched it over. She purchased the hardware. I had to pick up a few extra odds and ends. I had to pick up the rails. I had to pick up two and a half inch drives for it so that I could reinstall pfSense. I got the license switched over to the new hardware, which is great because my license doesn't expire until November, and I'd hate to buy a new license when that one was already working because I bought the I had the free license when they were offering it for free, and then it was ending because of people doing what the hell they were doing with it. And Tom from Lawrence Systems actually covered that a good bit. So basically, I went ahead and bought the license for a year. I bought it November of 2023. Here it is, almost November 2024. It is going to expire. Hoping I can get a discount. Probably not. It would probably be the 130 or 140, whatever the price tag of it is. I just do like the fact of that. Also, I am working on putting tail scale on it so that way when me and my wife are away, I want to say it was June, we were down in Florida. I did make a video uh, on my cell phone that I haven't posted. I may share that, may not. Just depends. I may have to edit some stuff out. But basically, if we would have had problems here at home, like if Plex wasn't working right because we were streaming our own stuff because her family loves to watch the news. I hate watching the news all the time. I can understand watching it maybe first thing when you're in the morning, but not the entire day, and that's all they ever do, and it drives me insane. But that's beside the point. So basically, I'm working on Tailscale so that if I do have network issues and I'm at work, I can use one of my devices, either my phone or my tablet. I won't have my computer because I don't take my computer to work, but I do have a big tablet and I do have Tailscale installed on that. So this way I could at least work with it and hopefully be able to resolve whatever issues that she's having that way. So without further ado, sorry for the long-winded intro. Normally it's not that bad. Here is me switching out the pfSense and going over the rack afterward. All right. So I'm switching out this Think server for with the new one because since my wife works from home, uh, she wants to have one that has dual power supplies. This has a single one. This way, if a power supply fails, thing will still go. So I'm switching this out with a Dell R630. So here we go. Now, luckily, I got picked up 4 of these rails. 2 of them I've used. This is the 3rd set. And the reason why I did that is so that way I could move it from up here to down here, not have to worry about having to take these out right away and get them reset up. Because I am going to reuse that machine. Something that's not as critical. Could be maybe to test new hypervisors or something completely different. Who knows? Okay, there's one. Now the thing is, these are not spring loaded. I think the ones for the 730 are spring loaded, and maybe the 420 are spring loaded, which was nice. But these still work, so I can't complain. Okay, it's in this time. Missed it the first time. All right. So as you can see, 2 1.2 terabyte drives I bought from off of eBay. I bought 4 of these before, and for this one because this came with 6 blanks and 2 open spaces for drives. I ordered 4 so that I had these striped and mirrored for storage of everything because I don't have it to where my VMs are stored on a external like NAS device of some type, whether it's Proxmox or whatever. Um, so I ordered these so that way when I install the pfSense, these are going to be mirrored together. This way, if one drive fails, the other one will pick up where that one's leaving off till I get a replacement. Same with these. These are striped together. These are striped together, and it's mirrored so that if either one of these 2 drives fails, it can still continue with this set. So let me get everything hooked up. The assignments are going to change in pfSense just because of the fact that I'm changing positions on this. Don't want to connect the actual internet yet, just because of the fact that I want to get this configured and installed first. Then I'll plug in the Ethernet, because once the software is on, that's fine, because I don't want it having direct access to the internet right at the moment. But there you go, switched it out, and I'll give you a follow-up and everything after I get it set up. All right, guys, and as you can see, my new pfSense router is now in place. I still have, I still, there's no way for me to really like put a label on it, or there might be a way, and when I do, I'll put one on it. Right now, I'm not. And here's the old one right here, and it's going to be repurposed into something else. What, I don't know. Haven't really decided yet. And then here's everything else as normal. Okay. And as you can see, I swapped everything out. Actually went pretty good. I did kind of not get the rails in the one side correctly on the Dell, because I switched it from a Lenovo to a Dell. And, once I got it in, it wasn't that bad. Just hooked everything up. Had to go in. There were conflicts with the port arrangements for things. Switched those out, and everything is working fine. So I'm totally fine with it. I learned that don't play with the assignments. That's not where you need to change it. I can't remember where that was, and I'll pull it up, because I'm not going to show you everything in my home network, how it's set up. Oh, damn it. Okay, there we go. So it wasn't in the interface assignments that you had to change it. You had to go to, where was that? Yeah, you had to go into each VLAN and tie it back to the parent interface. That's where I made the mistake. I didn't have it tied into, like, I was trying to do it from the interface assignment, which it kept saying no, there's a conflict. But what I needed to do was go into the VLANs, and for each VLAN, I had to edit it and tell it what parent interface for it to go to. And that's why everything wasn't working whenever I was trying to do it through the interface assignments. So, it's been running now for a few days. I don't remember when I put it. No, it wasn't this past weekend, because we went to Kings Island this past weekend on Sunday. It was or no, wait a minute. No, it was this past weekend, because I started the project on Friday. Actually got everything put together on Friday, because she went over to her parents' place, and I was able to complete it all, get it all set up and running. The three biggest issues I had with it was, if you use the ISO that's for ISO VM, for some reason it didn't like being installed on the hardware. I had to use the mem stick. Don't know why. I may play with it on the RS 140 just to see if it'll install. Maybe I did something wrong, which is a possibility. So there was that. The configurations, and there was one other. There were three issues, nothing big, other than just the initial install, because I still haven't wiped the old one yet, and I'm not going to. I mean, I'm going to because I'm going to use it for something else. I haven't figured out what. As you can see, damn you. As you can see, over here, that box right there, that is a uh, floor-based AC unit. Amazon had a special on it. I think it was on sale for like $200. And what it's going to do is, as soon as I get it set up, I got to get a piece of pipe to connect to the exhaust pipe here for my spray booth to tie them both together. But I want to be able to shut off the airflow so that the heat, as it's blowing it out to go outside, doesn't come back down around and come into the spray booth. I need to get a Y pipe that has shutoffs on the end, or maybe attach shutoffs to it, which means I gotta buy a shorter section of pipe and replace that or something, you know. Because I need to do something to cool everything down here because this room is a little warm. Now, if this has a temperature, um, yeah, it says, which the time is off on this piece of shit, but if the temperature is correct, as you see there, it's 85 degrees. A little warm, about 15 degrees warmer than I want it to be. I don't want the drives to be cut in half, which thankfully I've never had a problem with it, but I paid a lot of money for these drives, and about 7 grand worth, and everything I do I pay for out of my own pocket. Nobody gives me anything for free. I don't have any kind of sponsors or anything. It's called me going to work, collecting paycheck for doing IT work for a company, and then I take it, pay my bills, and whatever I have left, I spend on what I want to do. Um, that's pretty much the way it is. I got new lighting. I've got two of the Elgato mini key lights. Thought I might have needed two, but to be perfectly honest with you, this one here actually does a really good job because the way I have it angled and attached. Because right there is the mount. Because I'm trying to keep things up out of the way and out of sight. And I mean, my room looks like a mess, anyways. And I've been meaning to clean it up, and just the energy, effort, and commitment are just the three things that is hard to come by anymore. Um, I don't know what else to do. uh, I was trying to sell the old R710. I gave that to my brother-in-law. He's using it for something he's doing. I don't remember what. But again, sorry, this is a little long-winded exit. Normally, I don't have that. But as I always like to say, have a good day, guys. Take care and see you next time.